What's up, you guys? It's your girl Queen Boss Lady, and I'm back with a real quick spiritual message for you guys because my camera cut off on the last video that I was doing, so I'm just gonna make a real short video on what I was speaking on. I pray that all of you guys are doing well. I'm sending you all love, light, peace. So you will notice that you're supposed to receive certain things in your life when certain attempts are made on your life. And for example, when you're supposed to receive an inheritance or something like that, you will notice that's when the enemy tries to take you out. You'll notice that's when your family will send in hitmen. When you were supposed to receive large sums of money or inheritance. When you get a certain age, you're supposed to receive an inheritance. And you will notice that's when these attempts are made on your life. So let's use myself and my story for example, right? When I turned 18, like I said in the other video, it's like my mother grew veins. She's always messed with me, taunted me, just made me the target. But when I turned 18 is when things got very severe. Is when she got very aggressive with me. And when she wasn't able to gaslight me, she would attack me, like physically put her hands on me, and I would be running from her. Like there was this one incident where I was like literally running from her because I didn't want her to put her hands on me, and I knew that I wasn't gonna put my hands back on my mom. So when I turned 18, I felt like I was supposed to receive something, whether it be money, whether it be stocks, bonds, I don't know. But she just became so aggressive, so demanding that I get out of her home. I was not a disrespectful child, you know, unless I was provoked, unless I was pushed to that point. And there was times where I was pushed to that point. But she just was so obsessed with making me homeless at 18. And every day I would come home from work or school, she would demand that I start looking for somewhere to go. I start looking for somewhere to live. Mind you, I'm 18. I don't know like anyone that I could go live with or stay with or anything like that. And every day it was consistent. It was like a routine. I came home from school one day because I was off of work and I didn't have to go to work that day, so I came home and I was like, good afternoon, and she threw the newspaper in my face and was like, find somewhere to live. And I didn't understand what she was saying because at that time I'm only 18. I don't know that it's apartments, numbers in the newspaper and stuff like that. So, you know, I just took the newspaper, went in my room and just pretended like I knew what I was doing and, you know, kind of let her cool off. But every day this was a scheduled routine for her. She would threaten me, tell me that I had another week, another 2 weeks to live up under her roof. Mind you, all I did was turn 18. I wasn't disrespecting her. I wasn't breaking her house rules. I was helping her pay half of her bills. I was doing everything she asked me to, and she was just determined to make me homeless at 18. So that's why I feel like Whenever you reach certain ages within your life, it's something that's supposed to be given to you or passed down to you. And that's why your family will start attacking you. They will send in hitmen. They will pay people to GS you, gaslight you, so that you go to jail, so that you're not able to receive these funds, or whatever this is that is supposed to be promised to you and given to you. They will try their best to box you in to a situation that does not meet the requirements for you to receive your money, right? So that's what ended up happening. She ended up putting some gang stalkers on me, and I was 18. I paid for a tattoo, and that's why she put me out, because I paid for a tattoo. And you know, true enough, it was a tattoo of my boyfriend's name, but I was 18, you know, so I could sign for the tattoo myself and everything like that. So my frenemy was my main gang stalker. She was my supposedly handler and my gang stalker. She would monitor everything that I do and report it back to her mom, and then her mom would report it back to my mom. So I paid for both of us to get a tattoo. I paid for her rental car. I bought her clothes. I bought her food. Everything I bought myself, I bought her, because it was my birthday. It was my 18th birthday. But up until my 18th birthday, like the 2 weeks before my 18th birthday, that's when my mom like started to harass me and try to like assault me, try to get me to hit her and things like that. And then when I finally turned 18, I just, you know, I splurged on myself. Like I said, she had a rental car. I paid for the rental car for her to keep it for 2 more days, for us to go shopping, for us to go out to eat. I paid for our tattoos, and in return, she went back and told her mom everything that I had did. And then her mom told my mom, and my mom just used that little excuse that I went and got a tattoo, and she kicked me out and made me homeless at 18. Mind you, I'm a senior in high school. I have more than enough credits, so I was, like I said, I was on OJT. I would go to school for half the day, and then I would go to work for the rest of the day. But on my off days from work, you know, I would just go half a day at school and then come home. So like I said, I had money in the bank. I had savings. I had a car. I was helping her pay half the bills, and this is just from, you know, 16 to 18 that I had been doing this for my mom, helping her with bills and just being a responsible teenager, but I would say a responsible adult. So she kicked me out. She made me homeless, and I just packed up my car. Well, she already had my car packed up with my stuff. She threw all of my stuff from my room in my car, and she was like, when you get off work, all your shit is in your car, and you need to just get in your car and you need to fucking go. And so, you know, that's what I did. I didn't argue back and forth with her. I did not beg. I did not plead, because that's what these people want you to do too as well. They want to put you in vulnerable situations where you're supposed to be receiving money. You're supposed to be receiving your inheritance, your blessings, your cut of something that belongs to you, something that was passed down. Maybe your grandmother left you something, maybe your auntie left you something. But you will notice that when the attempts on your life are taking place is when you're supposed to receive these finances. So I didn't even really have nowhere to go. I went to my sister's house or whatever, and because I just didn't have nowhere to go. And I remember she came over there to my sister's house, and that's when she tried to attack me again. And that's when I was running from her. We was on the outside of my car, and she was trying to like grab me. And so I started running, and I was like running around my car. She was chasing me. My brother had to get in between us and like keep her off of me. And because, you know, her plan didn't work. When their plans do not work, when their magic do not work, you will see these people get so mad they will literally pull out a patch of their own hair because they have spent so much money, so much time, so much energy doing roots on you, doing black magic on you, throwing dirt on your name to the point where they want you to go crazy. They want you to be put in an institution. They want you to be institutionalized, and or they want you to go to jail so that you don't get these funds. You don't meet the requirements to receive your funds. I don't know the requirements, but I'm thinking like you have to be free, you know, you have to be in a stable environment. So if you're homeless, why are these people finna give you, you know, funds? Why is it that you're homeless? You know, they judge homeless people so much, not knowing why they're in that situation. You get what I'm saying? Instead of them being like, okay, this person is homeless, they need their funds. It's like, no, this person is homeless, so you know that something must be wrong. They must be irresponsible. They must have a drug addiction, or you know, they must have some type of problem wrong with them as to why they're homeless. You know, because that's how they look at homeless people. They judge them based off of their living situation. So that's why my mom made me homeless, and that's why a lot of your family members at certain ages, they try to make you homeless, and you will notice that there will be either they will mess with your stability or they will try to take your life. Now again, in 2016, where this big attempt on my life to take me out took place, I feel like again I was supposed to receive another portion or another part of, you know, my money, or you know what was supposed to be paid to me, because once again she was able to convince, you know, someone that I had made it with to be my hitman and unalive me, and she promised him, you know, money and funds and things like that. So where was she going to get this money from? Where was she going to get these funds from? But that's when another heavy attack on my life was attempted. So I'm saying this and I'm sharing this testimony with you guys to let you know, when these attempts on your life take place, it is for no reason. It's for a reason. They are after something that you have. They want ownership over something that you possess. They want ownership over something that you have. Now, a lot of times too, it could be out of jealousy, because I remember, like, you know, my sister made an attempt on my life, and it was just based off of jealousy. It was just based off of her not wanting me to speak my truth. It was based off of me actually speaking the truth. But another part of it was they promised people some type of money, some type of finances. So where are they going to get these type of finances from to pay these hitmans to do these dirty jobs? Like, it's some type of money somewhere that you don't know about, and that's why these attempts are made on your life. And they either try to make you homeless, or they try to just go ahead and take you out, because if they make you homeless, that means that you're not eligible for your money. That means you don't meet the requirements, or they feel like it may be something, you know, wrong with you, and this is going on behind the scenes. You have no idea. So these people are like, yeah, she's homeless, she's out of her mind, whatever, or he's homeless, he's out of his mind, or whatever, and they try to take what is it called, a control over your money. I don't know what it's called, but this is just the download that I'm getting right now. This is the download that I just received right now, because it's like you starting to ask yourself, like, why are people trying to take me out? What is it about me that everybody wants to make these, like, family members, people want to make attempts on your life? You know, they start off small and then they go big. You get what I'm saying? Once they realize, okay, well, I can't make this person homeless, or maybe they made you homeless before, but, you know, you got back on your feet. I remember when, you know, she did make me homeless. Like, I was homeless for 2 days. And literally, this is how you know, like, their magic backfires. I was literally homeless for 2 days. I literally got my first apartment when I was 18 years old. 18 years old, a senior in high school, because their magic backfired. And I was able to get into an apartment just like that. Got the keys the same day, because God don't like ugly, and God know what they was doing. I'm just thinking like, okay, my mom hasn't liked me ever since I was a little girl, and the hate just grows and grows and grows. As I get older, the hate just grows. But no, it's something about when you turn certain ages, you're supposed to receive certain things. And then my brother's situation popped up in my head, how he was unalived when he was 18 years old. So I think there was something that was supposed to be given to him, or maybe me and him was supposed to split something, split some type of inheritance, or split some type of property, or some type of land, or something like that. Our names was on the deeds, or we own something, because he was actually killed on his 18th birthday. As soon as I turned 18, my mom made me homeless. 2 days after my birthday, my mom made me homeless. My mom tried to put me in jail. My mom tried to attack me. My mom tried to do witchcraft on me. My mom tried to, make me fit whatever script, whatever qualifications that would not qualify me to have access to my funds. That's what she tried to do. As soon as my brother turned 18, my brother, God bless the dad, he was 18 for 2 hours. He was 18 for 2 hours. And then he was murdered on his 18th birthday. So there is something about the ages, and I am finding this out, just like, that's why I'm on here telling y'all, because it's like we all finding this out together. It's something about when you turn 18, you were supposed to receive something. When you turn 23, you were supposed to receive another lump sum. Maybe when you turn 26, you were supposed to receive your property. And you will notice all of these ages that I'm saying, you was literally fighting for your fucking life. You was literally fighting to be alive, fighting to stay alive. And it's because you had money that you knew nothing about. You have land, you have property. It's paperwork that is being hidden from you, that they will not give you, they will not show you. They would rather jump in a pit full of rattlesnakes that has not eaten in months, versus giving you this document. Because if they give you these documents, you're gonna be more richer than them, you're gonna be more stable than them. These are people that don't have property. They don't have, you're gonna have more money than them, you're gonna have more stability than them. And that's why you'll notice that these are the two things that your family members always mess with: your money and your stability. They always send in these gang stalkers, these GSs, to mess with your money and your stability. They'll send a whole warlocks in to date you, to put binding spells on you, to cast do money rituals over you, to put you in jars, to do all kind of wicked evil stuff to you, blood rituals, all kind of wicked evil stuff to you. Because it's that time is coming again where you're supposed to receive something. Maybe it's supposed to be, I don't know, this is just what I'm getting, like, maybe it's supposed to be, maybe it's so much that the estate didn't want to give you everything like at once you turn 18, but because it's so much, they want to like ration it out to you. You get what I'm saying? So when you turned 18, you were supposed to receive a big portion of it, but your family was able to take over this money because they was able to prove that you was homeless. So you was not stable enough to manage this amount of money. Maybe they was able to go to court and prove that but they're the ones that made you homeless. They're the ones that did the spell work. They're the ones that did all of this evil, wicked shit just to go to court to prove it. You know, they had to make you be, they had to basically make you fit the description, so you wouldn't qualify to receive something that is yours, because they want it. They're fighting for it when you have no idea that you even have this. I remember, and there's something about the name changes as well. If you pay attention to, like, if your mother or your father ever like changed your name or signed you up for certain stuff, that's very significant too as well. This is what I'm just getting right now from Spirit, because my name was changed like when I was in middle school. Like, I went all through elementary school with a different name, and then when I got in middle school, my mom literally took me to get my name changed. And like I said before, like, I'm the type, my siblings, they never questioned my mom on what she did, how she did it. They was never curious, skeptical. Whatever she said do, they did it. And because they knew they was in a coven, they knew they was in a cult, you know. And I was not like that. I wanted to know every detail. I wanted to know, why is this? What is this for? What does this do? Like, I've always been like that. So I was like, why am I getting my name changed? And she was like, because if anything is left to you, then you'll be able to claim it with this name. So that means, okay, if anything is left to me, I won't be able to claim it with this name that I'm carrying now. That's basically what she said. And, you know, a lot of times they did slip up and tell me certain things, because, you know, I was too young to understand. And at that time, I was like in 7th grade. I was just too young to understand. And she changed my name. And I remember getting an ID. And like, I'm sitting here right now, like, I thought when you turn like 17 or 16, that's when you get an ID. But I literally went and got it. My mom went and got me an ID at the age of like 13, 14. Like, I was literally in 7th grade. So however old you are in 7th grade, that's when she took me to get an ID. And on this ID, it asks you, do you want to be an organ donor? And I said no. And my mom was like, yes, you are going to do it. Yes, you are going to do it. And I'm like, no, I don't want any. And I was like, organ donor, so that means they're going to have something of mine. And she's like, yes, you are going to do it if somebody needs an eye. And, you know what I'm saying? Just like talking as if I'm going to be unalived. You get what I'm saying? It's like, so not only are you signing me up for a different name, because you said with this name, if anything is left to me, I'll be able to claim it, you also want me to give away my organs. Even though I was saying no, she's saying yes, and you will do it. And she, you know, put yes, I'm an organ donor on the ID. And like, as soon as I got my permit, I put back on my ID, no, I don't want to be an organ donor. So I'm just being led by Spirit to share this information with you guys, because it's when things just start to get shooken up in your life and people start attacking your stability, that's when you are supposed to receive this money. When they really start attacking, you know, your character, slandering you and doing things like that, because they want to be able to take like 2 or 3 people with them to court from the community to be able to vouch for them. Like, yes, I did see this person live inside the street, you know, and they literally pay these people to make these false reports or, you know, false allegations, things like that. Like, they literally pay these people to do this and to say this and to slander your name. And these people literally go to court and do it and say it so that they can have control over your money. you know, because that's what they want. They don't want you to be in control of your money or what's owed to you or what's due to you. They don't want the, you know, the paperwork to come to you, or they don't want you to know anything about it. Like, the more that they can prove that you're not capable of handling your own business and handling yourself, you know, they can the paperwork may still be coming to them, the mail still may be coming to them, because, you know, they're over your stuff. So, and I don't even know what it's called, but I know Spirit was just like, all the time, that every time that there was an attempt on your life, it's like you were supposed to receive something. And it's very, very, you know, sad and unfortunate that my brother didn't make it. He's not here with us today. As soon as he turned 18, something about 18, something about when we turned 18. But, you know, I'm gonna say this: when, you know, I turned 18, my mom kicked me out of the house, made me homeless. I left. I didn't fight with her. I didn't argue with her. So since that didn't work, I got an apartment the next day. And that's when she came and tried to fight me so that I would hit her back so that she could put me in jail. That didn't work. Soon as my brother turned 18, and me and my brother have the same dad. Soon as he turned 18, he was murdered. 2 hours after he turned 18, he was murdered. But my mother's other 2 children, by a different man, they have the same father. When my brother turned 18, my mother made sure she helped him pack up all his things, made sure he was enrolled in college, made sure he had his financial aid to, you know, to have money to pay for his classes, his courses, you know, she made sure she was his support system. She made sure he packed up all his things nice and neat and he had somewhere to go. I remember she drove him to college. She actually paid someone to drive him to college. He went to Full Sail, you know. And, you know, he got his own dorm. He had money, financial aid. He got right down there. He had been doing applications. He had a little part-time job. My sister, my other sister as well, because these 2 have the same dad, and then me and my brother that's deceased, we have the same father. She did her the same way. She made sure my sister had housing. She made sure my sister had food, lights, car. You know, she made sure my sister had a roof over her head, food on her table, secured. Me? No, she made me homeless at 18. My brother? Unalived, 18. But them 2, when they turned 18, they were secure. She set them up very nice so that they didn't have to worry, they didn't have to suffer, they didn't have to want for anything or struggle for anything. But that wasn't the case with me and my brother. So it could be something going on too there as well, because that could be very significant to what I'm saying. Your mother could have 4 children, and 2 of the siblings could have the same dad, and then the other 2 siblings could have the same dad. And these 2 siblings are the ones that your mom worships. She honors them, she adores them, but these aren't the 2 ones that are promised any money or anything from the state, or they don't have an estate, they don't have an inheritance. And these 2 children that she's trying to take out and wipe out do have money, estate, property, lands, you know, maybe even boats. There is something going on with the ages, and I'm looking at this. It says 29. You could have even had a life, an attempt on your life when you was 29, and it's because every 5 years or every 10 years you're supposed to be just bomb. It's supposed to be just laid on you. And this is why they're mad, and this is why they tried to so much sidetrack you with binding you to being busy, like busy working, busy like slaving, so that you would never catch on to maybe some of you wasn't even supposed to be working, but you did. Okay, so for a lot of you, you was paying some type of debt, because you wasn't always cool, calm, and collect. So you kind of worked up some karma here with being hot-headed, and you had to pay that off. Maybe you cussed out some of the wrong people sometimes. I know when I was young and put in situations where I wanted to be happy, I wanted to be a loving, caring person, but I just didn't understand what was going on with me. I kind of grew this anger, this type of vendetta, and I would cuss people out very, very, very fast. It did not take much, and I take accountability for that. That's why I worked very hard when I was supposed to work. So I just wanted to come and share this with you guys. This could very much be your story. You could very much recently had an attempt on your life where someone tried to take you out. And it's because there is something promised to you. There is something that is yours. It has your name on it. But these people keep proving, and I don't know the word. You're incompetent. I don't even know that word. You're incompetent and you're incapable of, taking care of yourself. That's what they keep proving in court without you even being there. They're saying they can't find you. You're somewhere living on the streets. You're somewhere, So just know it's no coincidence that someone just, want to accidentally take you out. No. It's a reason. It's a reason. And this is the season that we're going to be aware. Be aware and expose. And I just pray that we all receive what's ours. We all receive what's rightfully ours. What was promised to us, what is promised to us. I just pray we all receive it. Because so many people have gotten hurt. So many people have lost their lives. So many people have gotten cursed. So many people have hexed their whole bloodline for something that no one can put their hands on but you. They making delay it. And I'm getting that as long as they don't got it, and we can sit right here and struggle together. And that's their energy. It's like they don't want you to have it and you be the millionaire in the family and build up 4 or 5 houses and just let your family live in these houses. Because you know what? Then they're going to have to put their mouth on you in a good way. They're going to have to talk about you in a good way. And they don't want to talk about you in a good way. They don't want to speak on the good things that you will do with this money. Because if they had it, they would leave your ass out in the cold. And they don't even have it and they still try to put your ass out in the cold. as long as you ain't got it. I keep getting that, like, as long as she ain't got it, I'm okay with being broke, busted, and disgusted. Like, you have people in your family that you could literally help and that you would help with this money that's rightfully yours, and they don't care. They rather sleep in their car knowing that if they just give you what's yours and you go claim what's yours, you will build them a house from the ground up. You will have them sit with architects and build their dream homes. They do not know. No, they don't want to say that you built them anything, and you're the type of person that you would do this and never, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't pop up on them talking about what y'all doing at my house. Like, no, it's literally their house. You gifted it to them. It's yours. They don't owe you anything. They don't even have to speak good on your name, because you don't do good for people to to get bragging rights. That's not why you do it. You do it because that's the cloth that you're cut from. No, these people rather suffer. They rather suffer and see you suffer without it.